He really just does a few things. No, 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 no. Everybody is the. Oh, Mr. Griffin, no, 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 clean. No.
All right, here is the order of initiative. Grinthark, Mazathek, Grizak, Renee, Zira, Grizzly Bears, Ziva, Fabian, and then Nibbles. All right, so Grinthark, what's he doing? Oh man, what's going on, man? He's going to free action drop his thieves' tools, and the key that was in his hands, kind of like he just drops everything. He draws one of his silvery knives as a manipulate action. He chucks it at the one that is. Oh man, there's cover and cover. Shit. He chucks it at the one that's animating outside.
Mm-hmm.
Grinthark, his attack roll is +8. 18. He hits a grizzly bear. Now, does he get sneak attack?
Against a construct?
On the first round of combat, creatures that haven't acted are flat-footed to you.
Then I would say yes.
Yeah. So he gets 1d4 + 4 + 1d6 points of damage.
Aha.
As he chucks his silver dagger.
Gotcha, bear.
Pissing it off. It is like they've turned into living bears. And so Grinthark dropped, pulled, shot. He pulls another dagger, and that's it. Mazathek. Oh, Mazathek. Wonders what that noise is. Grizax, outside, taking a bath. Renee, what you doing? As his carpet's rising up and turning into a bear. Full-fledged bear.
And people yelling about one outside.
Yep.
Somebody close this door. We're gonna move to this bear.
All right. You can see the silver dagger sticking out of it, and it is bleeding.
Okay, we're going to whop it 2 times
With your warhammer.
with Warhammer, because we walked around this place in battle mode. Or do we ready the hit it 1 time and then raise my shield? I think I wanted to hit it 1 time and then ready my shield.
Probably wise.
Yeah, so we're gonna hit it 1 time. I don't know if it's flat-footed against me. I don't know if that's against all foes or.
Nope.
I'm gonna roll. Flat-footed's an AC thing. AC 26.
It's AC 17, so not a critical hit.
Let me just check that luck power. Just quick. I don't know if I can luck a critical. It might be on a failure. Bit of luck. Yeah, no, it's on a failure. And I did not fail.
Right. So you go over and you just smack the thing in the side of the head with your magical warhammer.
All right, and
Yeah, man, get it.
The damage is 2d8 + 4. So 12 damage.
Nice. This thing is not bloodied.
Didn't think it would be.
It's angry. And then your second hit.
I raised my shields.
Oh, you raised your shield? Okay, got it.
Math.
Zira.
Zira
can see an angry bear here.
Zira's gonna move.
Yep.
Close the door.
Okay. So you move and manipulate, and you've got an action left.
Help! She will cast the shield.
Okay.
Just because.
Grizzly bears.
Merde.
Melt indeed.
This one moves and is going to attack the door.
Takes it. Doors have dents. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Big Papa needs a strong door.
Does 11 damage.
What kind of... What was the hardest of the door?
I think
It's different. It's different
heavy
than shield
wood.
doors.
Yeah,
Here.
thick wood.
Be thick wood. Wood? Previous. And then it's the quality of the door also matters. Because the quality here, I think it's under like. If I look up master, it will.
I think the door is going to dent.
Yeah, the question is if it has one dent or two dents.
Yeah, we'll say it's got one dent. So
Structure hardness.
It did a rush, which means it strode and struck, and then it's got one more strike. The door now has two dents. The bear is coming through the door.
So this door will take one more hit.
Right.
This door is not... Renee, the door isn't holding!
All right. The first thing that it's going to do is bite Renee.
Merde.
AC 21.
You do not bite Renee!
I missed?
You missed.
Crazy.
AC goes up a level!
Then it's going to try to claw Renee. AC 21.
My AC is 22 with the shield up! Oh, keep on the shield going!
And then
With minus 10!
last attack, it's going to claw you again. It's roar.
I don't understand. Critical fumble, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Right, so it
It doesn't
misses.
do anything.
Renee is in the bear's face.
I am bear wrestling!
No, it didn't grab you. You're technically not wrestling
I
yet.
don't want to wrestle the bear.
Those claws, you're pretty sure those claws are going to bring you into a nice bear hug. All right.
Yeah.
Ziva. What? She's like, why would you keep bears in your house?
It makes no sense.
Little help.
Ziva is going to do a triple action magic missile.
Do that line of sight to the bear?
Oh, yeah.
I would love a triple action
magic missile. The bear that is coming through the door. You can actually see the bear coming through the door. Its snout comes out, and she's gonna blast it with magic missiles. So I'm pretty sure that at third level,
You would have to heighten it because it's a first circle spell.
no, she's not gonna heighten it. I don't think she has the 3d4 plus 3. I learned this new trick yesterday. 3 magic missiles go flying out. They look like they look like pink darts that go striking in towards the bear.
Sarah lets a yelp of surprise because she hasn't had this fired at her face before. As
Yeah, they
moves
go
around.
unerringly around her sister. Don't worry, they're mine. Leaving little streaks in your eyes and in the air as they go strike the bear. Oh man, that just seemed to piss it off, man. Fabian.
Fabian is going to how many? No. So, yeah, sorry, new character.
I understand, but I'm like, please do something awesome.
Yeah, he's going. Yeah, He's going to start by casting shield.
Okay, that's one action.
And then he's going to cast Inspire Courage.
You cast
So
it.
everybody gets +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Is your range or effect or time or
I will look it up. It's only one action.
cool?
Their stupid tablet is so slow. I think it's any. God damn.
Oh, it's because we're reading everything in raw PDF.
60-foot aura, so I'll get in the middle. And he'll start by moving, I guess, to the middle.
He's gonna hide in the bookshelves.
Hide in the bookshelves, raises the shield spell, and inspires courage.
Yep.
Okay, so it's +1 to hit, +1 to damage.
Nibbles.
And Nibbles is going to rage. Oh. Why did you... He's going to rage and do his sudden charge.
I believe Nibbles has a magic longsword if you wanted to swing it. I know it's
It's
very small.
Yeah, he hasn't pulled it out though.
Okay.
And he wants to make use of his rage.
And you also have potency crystals. We put potency gems on both your weapons.
Yeah. No, 14. He misses.
Yeah, the bear's AC is 17. Modron strikes again. Nibbles, are you using your massive axe?
No, he hasn't pulled out his axe. He went to bite.
Oh,
first.
he's trying to bite the bear.
Yeah.
You kind of gets like slapped by the backhand of the bear as you're going to bite it.
I'll shut off my video for just a second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what? It's coming through, man. You gotta back up.
Yeah.
Grinthark, sorry, is going to try to move to set up a flank. He's got a movement of 40 because of his base 30, 5 with ancestry feat and 5 with the general feat. Zoom.
Zoom. That bear did not learn fighter.
Nope. He jumps over, tumbles over a bunch of furniture, runs around, sets up a flank. He's now the bear's now flat-footed to Renee, and he's going to stab at it with the dagger he took out last round.
Stab, stab, stab.
Yeah, he'll stab twice. This is a normal dagger because his other dagger is being enchanted right now. AC 13 misses.
Okay.
By 2. And AC 10 misses. Oh man, it's big and smelly! You hear Mazathek? Oh no! What is sound upstairs? No, you awakened bear. No.
Why was you not telling about bear?
Mazathek never seen this before. No.
Well, you're not going to see it again after this. Huzzah!
Renee.
Right. So Renee's going to hit the bear 2 times, and then
Mazathek's like peeking up the stairs.
Then we'll see where we're at. 1d20 plus 11 for the first attack. Critical hit against the bear.
Yeah, you strike it in the face with the magic warhammer.
48 plus 10. Feeling pretty mighty. 26 damage.
How is it plus 10?
Because I have plus 4 normally, and plus 1 for the magic, as from the Bard song.
Oh, Bard song, yes.
Yeah, and then times 2 for crit.
Okay, that hurt the bear.
I also have the critical power for hammers.
Oh yeah.
So I do a thing with the hammer. I think I'm allowed to shove the bear, or do I knock the bear down? Give me a second.
Worth looking up.
I need to see what it is. I was remembering before being like, oh yeah, I just touched myself.
I am a great magician. Once a bear and now a rug. Shazam!
Shazam!
Hunclay was an interesting dude. It's too bad.
Hunclay certainly had some style.
Yep.
All right, so
he's like the most well-developed character of this module.
And he dies before you even get to say hello.
It's probably best.
So the bear is knocked prone. I critted the bear goes prone.
Okay. It just collapses under the weight of the blow from the hammer blow from the Smith of Ages.
Oh yes, I feel so good about my build right now. All right, then I'm gonna We whack him again.
You made him fall down, man. Go.
AC 21.
Nice. Yes, you strike the bear again. It's just trying to get up. You just keep on hammering.
19 damage.
What?
Grr.
Okay.
Nibble, show you.
The bear is unconscious and then kind of slowly starts to revert back to like the shaggy bear form of the stuffed bear, and there's stuffing flying everywhere, and you knock one of its like glass eyeballs out of its head, and you break off the wooden nose that was on the creature, and it kind of like breaks apart into a bunch of like half bear remnants, half like dry material components. Like it never was a full-on bear, or some magic made it turn back into a bear. Oh, you got it, man.
There's still one over here.
It's tearing through the door at you. Zero, what are you doing? This door is not going to hold.
So we can see the bear, right?
Yeah, it's got enough of a hole that you could see the creature.
So Zero's going to move back.
You guys basically got Jumanji.
We did get Jumanji.
I like he turned that into a verb.
So, to be a true Jumanji, we would have had to been in the attic. That would be the one thing that would make it more of a Jumanji.
Got pulled into the chessboard or something. We've had that adventure several times.
We have done that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cast Daze on the bear.
Okay, I believe that's a will save.
Help. Daze.
And its will save is picking on the big scary bear. 8.
So my DC right now is. My DC is. I am 3rd level. My key is 4. My base is 10. DC 17. Shit. Okay. So dazed, which means it's flat-footed for the round.
Okay. Bear just shaking its head a little bit.
Yeah,
Grizzly bears or bear.
Critical fail is it loses an action, which would have been cool.
It is going to dent the door one last time.
Okay.
So that was one action, and then it's going to 10, 20 squeeze through the opening. And it's got 15 feet of movement left.
Good bear. Nice bear.
Whoa! And then it's got an attack action left.
One attack left. Yep.
It's a stupid monster. So 1 is Fabian, 2 is Zira. Fabian, you're getting clawed by a bear.
What's Fabian's AC?
It might have been the blonde hair, or maybe the frock of red, but it's knocking over books as it's trying to come at you. AC 12. Come on, Modron. 12.
No.
Okay, Fabian
that's
skips
not
away from it.
Naked, you should have an AC of 13.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so it busted down the door. It then made a move and then made an attack. So its turn. It's done. Ziva. Ah! Get out of here! Get out of here! She says. And she's gonna move away from it.
Come on, Nibbles, kick its ass.
So she's gonna move here so she can see the back end of the bear.
Shoot a ray of frost up its butt.
Yep. Use one of her cantrips.
Up to bear ass.
Yes, sir.
I'll in bear assing for you.
Range is +7.
Please stop.
7. She misses with a cantrip.
The touch, even flat-footed?
The bear's tack is 15, and then flat-footed it becomes 13, and then it's got a bit of cover, so 14.
Yeah.
So basically a book as it's falling out of the shelf got covered with got covered with ice.
So yeah, actually, aggressive eyebrows or neck or spines along the back are the signifiers of dire animals in like
Third edition.
3.5.
Yeah.
Third
Fabian, what are
edition.
you doing?
He's going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
A step is a free action, right?
No,
Nope.
No?
It's an
it
action.
is a action.
Oh, well, I won't be out of range anyway. Okay, he's going to try Chill Touch.
But you don't provoke. You can just walk away.
Yeah,
You chill touch him and walk away.
right. Well, he wants to keep up the... Oh, he's got his own...
Oh, your bard song. Every round you have to spend an action for your bard song.
Yeah. So, so I'll start with the Bard song, so I got a +1 to hit.
Mhm.
And...
He's doing more dangerous versions of bears. Just fucking Mohawk
my
bear.
God!
11. Next, so
Yeah.
you miss with the chill touch.
And then he does his... that's everything. He did
Chill
his
touch and the song.
Chill Touch and the song. Or the... What's not Bard song, but
Okay.
cantrip.
Nibbles.
This one mine!
Second round of rage.
Get him, hurt
He
him.
pulls out his axe, then does his charge. So
Okay, so dropping whatever weapon you... Oh, you didn't have a weapon.
he didn't have a
You
weapon.
pull out your axe, and you sluggishly go down the library stacks.
Potency crystal.
21. Yes, he's got a potency crystal.
Are you using it?
Yes,
Okay.
because he's determined to do more damage than.
Then Renee, I
Then
love
Renee.
it. All right, so you activate the potency crystal, which means you get a +1 to hit if you didn't already include it.
It wasn't included, but it's he hit anyway. So 2d.
No, he mastercrafted his axe, didn't he? Or
The money's not off his character, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, you some of the things you were doing, days have gone by since the Kobold Lair, so your axe could be expert if you have the money to do so.
Yes, I do have the money. I will remove the money.
because it doesn't stack with the expert in terms of the most to hit.
Okay. Right.
But damage, the axe does what, 1d12?
+2.
Now we'll do 2d12. It's extra
Yeah.
damage dice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Come on, big money baller.
Yeah, just give me a second here. My rage went up this level too. So the rage damage goes up, which means the new damage is
Survey says.
+14. That's disgusting. +14. 26 points of damage.
Okay, he actually hit. Renee, you see the axe go up over the shelving unit and into the bear. You've now bloodied the bear.
Fun boy, get him.
Grinthark takes out another dagger. And is going to move.
The bear's flat-footed.
Yep. Because it's dazed.
It's dazed. Yep.
Oh man, just coughing up this bear, man. Okay, he stabs the bear a bunch of times, shivving it for 12 damage. The bear looks like it's about ready to topple over.
Just hanging on.
Yep. Oh, that was a move and attack. I guess he gets another attack at +2. He misses critically, but whatever. Mazathek is staring on. Oh, Master Guardian, very strong. Oh, no. So much mess up here. Grizax bathing. Renee.
Renee's gonna move.
I should have made them cave bears.
I was about to do the we did this without taking a single point of damage. But I thought it would be inappropriate to huzzah.
I'll get you.
I'll get you and your little dog Tudu too. Hammer blow. Critical hit. 37 damage. And
Oh
it gets
yeah, you
knocked prone.
blast this thing back into basically stuffing, and it turns back into a horrible broken rug.
How
of a
much
bear.
damage?
37.
Renee, Nibbles just drops his axe to the ground. Fuck you, Renee. Seriously.
You need the right size weapon for the job.
Fabian, you thought the bear was still coming at you, but it kind of turned back into like this crushed skull bear skin rug. One of the claws just ended up kind of touching your side.
Whew.
It's all quiet now. Few loose pages from books that got knocked over, kind of fluttering.
So that takes care of that.
Yeah, man. Next time, maybe let me go in first, man. It's kind of rude. Supposed to be
I just wanted to pet him on the snout. He'll go and pet the bear rug on.
Oh no, the library is all messy now. No, Mazathek get beat.
And no one will beat
By
Mazathek.
who?
Oh, the master. Master is dead, but Mazathek is still worried.
Don't worry, Mazathek. You will have a new master soon.
Oh,
He does not look happy at that prospect. He just sort of deflates a
You can
little.
have no master if you wish.
oh, Mazathek, stay here for no master. It is Mazathek's fate.
Renee is going to stow his hammer and pick up the big axe.
Okay. Oh yeah, this thing's unwieldy.
Nibbles went back.
I found a thing in one of those books that I could, maybe with some time, etch some powerful rune onto your axe there.
Oh. Renee would be Farmer's best friend. You want Nibbles as best friend.
We are amis. And then you'll hand you the big axe.
Oh, okay.
Hey man, I think I found the wizard's bedroom, man. It keeps a bear in here. What else he got in here, man? It's probably something good, man.
Do you see the magic that wake up the bear?
No, man, it's gone now. I don't see it. Nope.
I didn't get that far in there. I mean, maybe, I don't know. Stop bickering. All's well that ends well. So, how's Fabian doing with the grizzly bear trying to claw out his face in like the first 2 hours of being here?
He's still standing. He's still standing in the.
He's just standing there. I'm fine. He's adjusting his shirt.
Mazathek's now picking up pages.
Oh, very messy adventurer. No, it's not good, no.
We're trying to make it safe for whomever the new master will be.
Oh, safe but messy. Prefer clean and dangerous. Just not go into a place that belong to master.
The problem is it doesn't belong to the master anymore.
Oh, it pains Mazathek deeply.
We need to understand what the new rules are.
Oh, Mazathek very... not feel good.
Maybe Mazathek should have a lie down.
No, Mazathek still need to check on soup.
Oh, soup. Ooh.
Remember, it was a light lunch so that he can concentrate on dinner.
A proper dinner. Yeah, boy.
Grinthark's now poking around the room. Oh man, this guy was rich, man. Look at how rich he is. And the kind of nice silk here, and that's all kind of like filigree and stuff. And
He does have some nice robes.
yeah, the armoires and wardrobes store a rich amount of clothing. Sitting on the writing desk is a gold ring with a fat black pearl in it that looks like it's significant
magic.
value. You pulse in the room and you pick up magic.
Ah.
Of course, you
Is there
don't.
magic in? There's pizza? Is there magic? That's my guess. Is there magic in the library?
Yes.
Fuck. Is there magic in all the library, or is there a part of the library where we could have no magic?
Let's see. I don't know who's done. Normally, it was Grizak that was doing that.
Ziva was the one who was doing it previously.
30 feet.
Ziva and Zira, yeah.
If Ziva stood here and ignored known magic, there was no magic.
Okay, we'll check the ring.
Oh, you bring the ring back over
Bring
to
the
that.
ring in.
Okay, yeah. You bring the ring over. No, the ring is just a gaudy,
Okay,
but perhaps very valuable ring.
I got on the list. I put non-magic beside it. I think we searched the room.
There is a chest.
Okay.
This looks like an iron reinforced wooden box with a good lock on it.
Okay.
The difficulty is high. $19.
I think that's doable by Grinthok. It's
Plus 8s. I'm just gonna
plus
roll.
8s, which means that he fails, only critical fails on 1s anyway, so. Success. So he's got 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. Done.
Okay.
Ready.
Oh man! He clicks it open, and there are perhaps the wizard's wealth, more of his portable wealth.
Okay. Filled with wealth.
320 gold coins, a small pouch of gemstones. Renee, you see a page that is on his nightstand, and it's a page that has some bawdy limericks that are written on it.
All right. Like sing-songy stuff?
Yeah, like just kind of scribbled limericks. Just weird that it would be on the dude's neck.
He's not a very good poet. Or maybe he is fantastic. Let me see what these limerick look like. Or these clues to puzzle. This man, Hunclay.
Like they're kind of like, oh.
Once was a man from Nantucket.
Yeah, that kind of the one that stands out is the lass I brought home was a prize with a luring set of big blue eyes, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. You're like, what? Why? There's like 4 or 5 of them on the page.
It's the same handwriting?
Yep.
So, does everybody think that this guy was a terrible lover, or was this like he was trying to get pick-up line, or is this some sort of old-term dementia for wizard, or...
Come on, man, let me have a look here, man. Oh man, that was quite a surprise indeed, man. That was quite a surprise.
Right there, the thing that you would normally that'd be a thing you check when you're still at the inn, but you don't know.
Grinthark's just losing it, reading bits and pieces of the body limericks. Apparently, their entire site's devoted to dirty limericks. Yay, internet!
Hey, internet. Just dirty enough, or maybe perhaps slightly too dirty.
Grinthark crumples up the limerick, the dirty limerick page and puts it into his pocket.
And here I was expecting, like, Big Booty Sorceresses Weekly or something to be beside the bed.
This is hardly odd. It's scribblings you can find in any public bathhouse.
Yep, there are a total of 5 limericks on the page, all in the same handwriting.
That has got to be a thing. Or it's the best dungeon dressing I've ever seen, because I'm convinced that's important. I'm absolutely convinced to my soul.
Okay, well then,
that is important.
Zira's like wants to look at it then.
Might I see?
Oh man, I don't know if a priest's allowed to see this sort of thing, man. It's kind of like funny, man. It's all dirty and stuff.
Priestesses are allowed to see funny things.
It's hardly worth your time.
It might be a clue.
Okay.
It's a clue to something, all right.
All right, so you read one of them at random. There was a young lady from Fu who said, as the bishop withdrew, "Oh, the vicar is quicker and thicker and slicker and 4 inches longer than you." You're like, what?
Yes.
You picked up the one with the religious bent to it, and it's just like, oh. Humans.
Any insights?
Hunclay was a twisted man.
Clearly very lonely.
The first one is not so bad. It's... These limericks are callous and rude. And crude. It's Morrow's dressingly lewd. It's not worth the reading by persons of breeding. It's designed for us vulgar and rude.
Well, you get your warning right away.
See, now that is the...
Nibbles, is it? Why don't you have a read?
What? Do we have anything else to check to see if it's magical? Says Ziva. She hands back the ring.
There's a... Well, there's a lot of clothes.
Okay. You end up spending, I don't know, like half an hour ferrying clothes back and forth. We'll say that you find a cloak that is magical.
Okay.
Cool.
It appears to be of elvish design.
Magic elvish cloak.
Hey, randomly, how's it going? Mark has decided to bring in a second character. This is Fabian Lirr. Is that what?
Lirr, yes.
Lirr. He is an entertainer half-elf who was sent by the priesthood of Lirr to help out the priestess Zira.
We only brought him along because he thought he was the rogue, but no, he was the Rouge.
The Rouge.
Which is very confusing for everyone.
He's a bard. He seems to know a little bit more about esoteric things than the rest of the party, and has arrived at Hunclay's Manor as they are trying to make the manor safe so that Hunclay's things can be cataloged and then sold off at auction a month from now.
All right.
And they're in the wizard's bedchambers, and they are stymied by these really rude limericks that are written on a piece of paper that was left by his bedside.
The person I had envisioned in my head wasn't like snickering, reading like Mad Magazine beside his bed. Like, that wasn't what I was envisioning.
When you fold up the page, it's a big butt.
Yeah, exactly. Mad Magazine.
Okay, now they're ferrying things to a spot where they know there is no magic, as they're attempting to discern what is magical, and they find a magical cloak.
Okay. Now we didn't identify them, so we don't really understand the magics. When we pull the magic cloak out of the room, do we detect magic in the room still?
Yes.
Okay, and then I will put the unknown magic. And we will have time to investigate later. There's nothing under the bed.
You find a pair of slippers under the bed, and some dust bunnies.
Okay. That's why it's magical.
No, the dust bunnies are like actual, like things that dust. Not.
They're bunnies.
I know it's D&D. It could be like, no, savage dust bunnies.
Punch in the face
Roll
by
for
a-
initiative.
There was a first level module that had animated dust bunnies in it.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, it was the one that had like the Panzerati's were attacking. It was
Okay,
very childish.
the armoires and wardrobes probably are worth 1,200 silver pieces worth of clothing. That gold ring is very, very expensive. That itself is probably worth 1,400 silver pieces.
Okay. Zero makes certain it's still on the frickin' it's still there.
Yeah, you had to go and ask Grinthark for it back. Man, I was just holding on to it for a little bit, man. I forgot it was here.
It goes right here.
My pocket's weird.
Yeah, go right there. Yes. Remember, we're not thieving, we are protecting.
Nibbles can protect things in his pockets much easier than things over there.
Yeah, I was like nibble style. That was kind of what he was doing, man.
All right.
What are you doing with the limerick?
We're taking the limericks with us.
Okay. Is that it? Is Ziva? She's sitting on one of the divans.
Unless you can read some dirty limericks, yes.
She doesn't seem to say no.
Oh, very well.
You go and give her the paper.
Yeah.
Why would he have this?
I don't know. It's very confusing.
Humans are weird.
She shrugs, casts detect magic. It's magical.
I told you it was important. Is it a spell?
I don't know, but Fabian,
Password?
go to the other side of the room.
Okay, Fabian goes to the other side of the room.
Yeah, she glances at Zira and she casts her spell again. Unless something else magical got brought over here, this is magical.
Yeah, we have to go through your gear. The wizard needs to know all about your stuff, otherwise the thingy that goes bing, it's confused, so at some point they're going to need to go through your stuff.
Yeah, Mark, detect magic now is like a ping that you can exclude all known magic from.
Really?
In a 30-foot radius? Yeah, so if you could walk around and detect something is magical, but you don't automatically know where it's coming from or what aura it is.
Okay.
It also, it's got some really interesting bits for like the secretive parties.
I could spend 10 minutes, I could spend a short bit looking after this if you want. If you want me to take a look.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Okay,
my
so
lady.
she sits down and she begins to like feel the page and like look at different qualities and cast detect magic a couple times. She basically has a skill feat allowing her to do detect properties of magical things in 10 minutes instead of an hour.
Nice.
But if let's see what her.
It's going to say like, speak friend and enter, so the bears don't eat your balls or something.
She only has a +5 though. She's not very smart. He gets a 10. Don't know. All I can tell you is that the page is magical.
Perhaps it's part of a larger puzzle.
Could be. It doesn't look like it was torn out of anything. It doesn't have binding marks.
Oh man,
Password or map. Maybe it's for the cave.
can I carry him in? Because these things cracking me up, man. Cracking me up.
Sure, don't lose it.
No, it's alright, man. This one's good. It kind of rhymes and stuff. It's really good. Gotta remember these things.
Inspiration in all its forms, I suppose.
Yeah, man, this is art. This is true art, man. There was an artist who wrote this, man. This is art, man. You know, like painting a naked lady kind of thing. Art. Yeah, it's kind of this is art. Like, look at it.
There goes your human theory.
Sadly, yes.
Is Renee climbing the ladder?
Renee's going to stow his shield and then climb the ladder.
Okay, you climb the ladder to the hatch up top. You thought you heard something flapping around, kind of like something maybe like scrambling away from the hatch, like it heard you climbing up.
The familiar is up there.
Yeah, Ludo or something. Ludo.
Hey, Ludo. You in there?
You don't hear anything?
He'll push on the attic access.
Okay. Maybe some things have been pushed on top of the hatch, but Renee's just really strong that the box of like you got the sense when you tipped over the box that a bunch of like tools, like metal things, kind of clanged out of the box. Mm-hmm. It was pretty heavy, but you just managed to push open the hatch, and I'm going to reveal a little bit of the map to the right as it opens up into the observatory.
That is where the real sextants get used.
Yeah. Within this glass domed chamber is an enormous telescope that sits upon a platform over a veritable sea of metal gears. An angled metal chair sits below the device. Within reach of a cluster of pedals and levers that probably enable the occupant to perform adjustments and move the telescope around. Tables covered in books and charts occupy the southeast corner. The view of the surrounding skies afforded by the glass dome is breathtaking in its expanse. You do notice that the thing was pointed directly at where the witch tower once stood. Give me a perception check, which basically is your initiative.
Climbing the ladder, getting punched in the penis. That's pretty much what's going to happen here. 20.
All right. Let's put the token down.
Holy. Who's a tubby little imp?
He's kind of weird looking, isn't he? Let's see.
That is the thing of nightmares. You know what? It's a baby demon Altagar with the horns.
Let's see.
Although he's smooth. Or tucked.
Okay. The creature. +2. 17. All right, Renee, what are you going to do? The thing's looking down at you. It grimaces and hisses. Or it makes like a hissing face, but it doesn't actually make any noise. Which is only more terrifying.
Okay. Hey guys, the familiar is up here. He'll hop up and pull out his shield and ready it. So he's got
it's now making gestures at you. So you're readying your shield. What else? So you moved up.
I moved. I had to pull out the shield and I had to ready it. So that's 3 actions.
Okay, the wicked little creature is now making some gestures at you, smiling wickedly. It give me a perception check to see if you understand what it's trying to tell you.
9.
Yeah, you don't. It's like under and down. You don't know what it's trying to doing, and it's starting to get frustrated that you don't understand. Everyone else gets their actions. Grinthark is
dangerous.
What is it?
double moves, so basically Grinthark ends up here after his turn.
Oh man, what a fucking little thing, man. What a potbelly is kind of creepy little thing.
The thing makes
It's trying to tell us something. I don't know what it is. Little one, Hunclay died. Are you all right?
It does not seem to like what Zero just said.
You're just piecing it off.
Hang on, I'm coming. I can reason with it. Fabian comes up.
Isn't Fabian's... weren't you trained in Heartbreak or something or other?
Silence.
Okay,
Pulls it.
that was 2
What?
moves to get up.
Pulls out his flute.
Okay, next round you may begin to serenade it. Zero, what did you do?
Well, Zero moved and talked, and I think we're not going into basement today, so she will cast a See Invisibility, just in case. Because that sucked last time.
Oh yeah, the invisible imp. First level characters. Yeah, that sucked a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yep.
so you cast a spell. Nibbles, what are you doing this round?
Stupid fancy man blocking ladder.
Okay, so you're trying to come up behind, but the dude's in the way. All right. The creature's still making the motions to all of you. Those that aren't Renee can. Well, then it's Renee's turn, then then the rest of you. So
Okay.
Renee, will, in a non-threatening manner, will pull out his magic hammer.
Yeah, that's non-threatening.
And then he'll raise his shield. And he'll 5-foot step away
okay,
from the ladder.
it's making the same hand symbols. Grinthark and Fabian can make a perception check to see if you understand. It's like what it's trying to tell you to do. The DC is lower because it's now hovering at the edge and seems to be pointing at the seat.
I got 13.
It wants you to sit down.
Okay. Well, Grinthark probably goes first, I think. But
Oh man, he wants to sit in a weird little seat there, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
if it tries to kill me.
Now it did with the hammer.
So where's the seat?
Grinthark is now. He doesn't see the trap. Okay. Yeah, that's the seat right there. The thing's nodding at you and grimacing wickedly.
Is
I don't know
it?
if Mark zoomed in on that token. Zoom in on that token for a second, Mark.
It's like this weird sort of baby cherub
It's a
thing
horrible
with
baby
double
thing.
wings and this huge like fuzzy horns.
Yeah, we'll talk to it later. He's gonna start playing.
Are you gonna sit down in the seat?
No, he's not gonna sit down in
Okay,
the seat. He's
you're
just gonna
next
start
to the
playing,
seat. Okay.
and he's gonna try to fascinate the creature.
All right. The thing looks a little angry that you didn't sit down.
I believe Mick once said that you can't always get what you want.
Okay, so I got a 26 on my roll.
It's an attack roll? I'm confused.
It's a performance check because I have the background feat fascinating performance. You when you use the perform action, compare your check result to the will's DC of one observer. If you succeed, the target is fascinated with you for 1 round. If the observer in this situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, you must critically succeed to fascinate the target. You must choose which creature you're attempting to fascinate before you roll your check, and regardless of the result, the target is bolstered against your fascinating performance.
Got it. Okay, the creature just stops grinning wickedly and is now looking at you with amazement.
That's like the Winter Wonderland song from friggin' CBC.
All right, what are the rest of you
Great
doing?
Elk is a...
So yeah, Grinthark was looking. He's gonna just start. He moves around to here, pulling out a knife.
Nibbles will come up. 'cause
Its
Fancy
will
Man's out of the way.
DC is 12.
Oh, so I critically succeeded. Oh, so that would have worked in combat. That's the only thing that would have happened.
Okay, well, Grinthark's opening up combat. He's chucking a dagger at the thing.
He's like, screw you,
Well,
baby.
I guess he stays fascinated.
Yep. He misses.
Is there,
The rest of you
spell points
downstairs?
to do
Nibbles will. Oh,
that? Zera's gonna double move up the
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, move Nibbles. There we go. Thank you, somebody. Move Nibbles for me. Nibbles moves up and pulls his axe, I guess.
Yeah, Ziva is gonna move up and cast shield. Ah, what is it?
It is a horrible little thing that wants somebody to sit in the chair.
Renee.
Uh,
It's still like looking at Fabian. Does it move closer to the creature it's fascinated with, or?
I'll look it
let's
up.
take a look at the fascinated condition.
Yep. Like it wants to sit down beside you, kind of thing.
Who's a nice creature's fascinated, 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 fascinated.
-2 conditional penalty to perception and checks. You can't use actions, activities, free actions, or reactions with the concentrate trait unless their intended consequences are related to the subject of your fascination.
So
as
he
determined
can
by the game.
he can move around. He can even attack. He just can't concentrate. So can't cast spells.
Okay, he hisses at Renee and then turns back to look at Fabian. What are you doing, Renee?
Grinthark already threw a dagger at it.
Yep.
And how high up is he?
He's like 15 feet off the ground.
Renee is going to 5-foot step, and he's going to ready to whack it with his hammer if it gets within reach.
Okay.
He will defend the nerd.
Yeah, Lodo is going to come flying down next to Fabian. I believe that's a readied action, although there is cover from the chair.
I'm still going to beat him. Oh, I'm going to beat him so good. Oh, I wish I didn't beat him so good. Because He's a horrible. That's a horrible little thing.
That's a terrible thing. It
That's
needs
a terrible
to die.
little
It
thing.
needs
Oh.
to die.
AC 16 with the cover.
AC 17.
Yeah, your hammer comes over the top of the chair. Wham!
16 damage. Magic. And hammer.
You pop the thing's head off. It goes rolling down to the ground. The wings kind of flap backwards, and it kind of turns into like a wooden doll with leather wings. Like it's less alive than it was before. It's no longer animate. It just kind of crumples over into the ground as you popped it off. The head for a brief moment had lifelike quality, and then it just sort of rippled and turned into an inanimate thing.
That is going to inspire Nightmare if I...
Oh, it's not a real imp. It's just a homunculus.
It is a hummus? I don't
no,
think
homunculus.
that is a hummus.
Homunculus.
Yeah, man, it's pretty freaking creepy, man.
He just goes for kicks the doll head, rolls off the ground. Ah! See if goes rolling towards her. It's now rolling down the iron steps into the.
What? Why did it want you to sit in the seat?
I'm not entirely sure. Grinthok, would you mind checking the seat for me?
Yeah, man, maybe I
Renee's
wanted you to go
gonna
have a
take a
man.
look through the telescope.
Yeah, well, the seat is actually underneath the telescope. You have to lay down in the seat to see. Like the telescope extends to where the seat is and goes way up, into the side of the.
Okay.
Up to the side of the glass.
All right. Well.
Grinthok gonna check that seat?
after Grinthar takes a look, Renee
Yeah, Grinthar didn't see
will-
anything.
Yeah, okay, so Renee's gonna. He will stow his hammer and his shield, and will hop in the seat to look through the thingy.
All right. Something starts to buzz in the seat,
Hope we go someplace nice.
and you're like, ah! As Renee's wearing metal armor, right?
Yeah, shocking
okay.
grass in the butthole.
Yeah,
Joy buzzer in this.
there's a horrible Grizak type style magic that is now shocking Renee as he's lying in this strange lay down seat. Give me a reflex save. You try to roll out of the electrical chair.
Oh, man, sorry, I didn't see it, man.
14.
The DC is 15.
That's my bonus. That's all I got.
Can Zira affect saving throws with a
Oh,
bit of luck?
yes, she can. Whenever it's a roll, yeah. Good luck. Woohoo.
Okay, so instead of 12 damage, you take 6 as you roll out of the chair.
Ah.
The shocking quickly ends. There's a smell of ozone and a little bit of charred flesh from Renee.
Oh, man, why would you do that, man?
Oh.
Detect magic? Is that...
Yep, magic pulses in the room. I'm assuming you're ignoring all the other people's
Yeah.
magic. Guess
Sierra's gonna. Oh,
You'd have to be aware. I don't think you've traveled with them long enough to.
all of us are magic. We haven't gone through our items yet.
Yeah. So yeah, you're picking up magic. Ziva hasn't gone through your items. Does Fabian have magic items?
No.
3 potions
Sierra's
of.
surgery is
3
successful.
potions of
and she
healing,
didn't
yeah.
cut anything off.
Okay, so you're patching up Renee a little bit.
6 healing from the
Nice.
from the surgery.
Ah, yeah, we must assume that there is magic up here. Unless it's you.
I have some potions granted by the temple that looks at Zero, that loves you so.
I love it too.
There are close to 50 star charts up here.
Oh.
Lying on the tables, there's an exquisite platinum astrolabe.
so
Six more rare astronomy tomes. 2 expensive handheld telescopes, and the large, obviously, telescope that's dominating the center of the room.
So after the star charts, but before the handheld telescopes, there was
6 rare astronomy tomes.
yeah.
You do find a box of like spare materials that maybe the little guy had pushed onto like clockwork
I'm assuming
materials
there'd
and
be
things like that.
maintenance tools and shit.
Yeah,
for the...
yeah. Those are all spilled off to the onto the ground. Looks like Lodo was trying to barricade himself up into here.
Renee's gonna take a look at Lodo's body.
It's like someone stitched together a doll. It's made out of wood and leather and bit of animal horn.
Okay, a homunculus. One by a broken homunculus doll.
It definitely is not a real boy.
We're gonna just stick him over on a shelf.
Well, they should get quite a pretty penny for these. Just looking at the star charts and astrolab.
Yes, this is. You would probably have to find some wizard to sell this to. Maybe some of the elven sages in Terrazleen might be interested in this type of stuff. This is probably why the caretaker has decided to have the auction a month from now. Yeah, as opposed to selling off stuff to the locals.
Yeah, farmers. Hey, what am I gonna do with this? Oh, I'm gonna, make a dress for my wife. Oh,
Right.
1,000-year-old
We gotta
star
move.
chart.
I'll wrap up our mason jars with the star chart.
We'll seal for the mason jar.
It's beautiful up here. Oh man, I wouldn't touch it. I think this trap's resetting, man. Do you hear the hum now? Oh, we're gonna find what.
In Morrow, we could protect ourselves from electricity if you still cannot see the trap.
Oh man, look at this. There's gotta be a way to turn it off, man.
Maybe you should spout some limericks at it.
Oh man, this is pretty funny.
He takes at the page again and starts spouting a limerick. It doesn't do anything aside from send Grinthark into a hysterical fit of laughter.
Oh, resist energy sucks so hard in this.
Oh, I know.
Resist 5. Whoopity freaking do.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is fascinating, Fabian, but it would take you like years of study to really understand, like deeply understand what this stuff is for.
Yeah. He's looking kind of wistfully at it. He knows he doesn't have time, but he's just enjoying being around it.
He seems to concentrate a lot in some of these star charts on not the places that in the sky that are busy with stars, but some of the places in the sky that are not so busy. Like the swaths of the sky without stars.
The areas of darkness. Ah. Okay.
Imprisoning me. All that I see, absolute horror. So, at least there's one fewer. You wouldn't happen to know if these things are inherently backwards, would you?
What do you mean, man? Backwards? I can say the limericks backwards if you want.
Sir, I don't like the word moist. I wish they wouldn't have so many times.
Those are just awful. So, Ziva, don't ever show those to Grisak.
Oh man, he's gotta see this one.
Give it here.
No man, that's fine.
I want to see.
No, man, I'm gonna give it a Grizzak. Teach your ball to make her limericks, man.
I want to hear. I kind of want to hear Ahmed's Grizzak limericks. There once was an elephant. He had a big dong. And they looked at it and went, "Damn, it's a big dong."
What if he found something?
What was that?
What if he found something in the darkness? Look where he's been concentrating his research. There's no stars here, just the darkness. And then they have he has the painting downstairs.
The painting where there's the shadowy thing that he points at?
Darkness, yes. Then again, perhaps it's nothing. I have an active imagination. I apologize.
This, this. Do we understand? Marty, are we on I guess there were spheres to represent planets, but we're on sort of like a normal, like astromechanics work, kind of like I would expect them to.
I don't know. What is Zira's ranks and
Religion?
religion?
Do the stars move in the sky at night?
We're actually on a high gravity
Yeah.
planet, and
Yeah.
your strength is the equivalent of 100
Perfect.
in the
Well,
old.
it's one of those, like, because there are planes that are flat and the stars don't move,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
So we are-
you're on a world. It's round, like
Okay.
spherical.
It's that kind of question.
Yeah, you know that stars move. You may not know that you have different views of stars in the southern hemisphere versus the northern hemisphere.
So, is this pointed in the right direction, or do we? And what time would he have been looking?
Um,
Was he just staring at the witch's
he
tower?
must have kept. He must have kept a log where he pointed it and what date and time, if he could keep time.
Yeah, you find what you think this is in the star charts. Like in amongst the star charts are when he observed and where he's looked. Some of the star charts are more of like where he would have looked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
And did he? And in his journal, did he write down his findings, or did he just write down?
You find that he may have looked a lot with the handhelds,
Okay.
but you get the sense that this massive telescope that is in the center of the room was only recently completed.
Okay, this is new. By the looks of it.
There are some logs about him testing out some of the lenses,
Mm-hmm.
and you do have an angry note about the witch tower in the log.
Oh, well, that explains what happened to the witch tower.
yeah,
It was in the way.
paid kobold to knock it down,
Yes, he did.
and then it fell on his head because fuck kobold, they're
get-
not very good
You get the
craftsmen.
sense that he wanted to see something in that direction, though.
Did he write down the next time and date he wanted to see it, or?
This would require a check to actually get very precise with this material. I would say this is Arcana, maybe?
Okay. Is this a knowledge recall or a different?
No, this would be knowledge. This would be just an Arcana check using his notes to try to recover, to solve a problem.
Okay. Well, I don't have.
I'd allow religion also to be a thing, although this is much more precise than like it's not like he's using metaphors and verses to do this. So yeah, it's probably Arcana.
So it's not what I'm asking is it a recall knowledge check?
No, it's not a recall
Okay,
knowledge check.
All right, I don't have it.
Oh, you don't have Arcana? Oh, I guess
Ziva.
Ziva could try.
He's a bard. He's got a cult.
I've got a cult. Yeah.
Got it. So Ziva's trying to recapture the notes from the wizard and gets a 24.
There's a lot
Nice.
of numbers.
There's a lunar pattern in here.
There's been any Lirr and holy symbols in this place, has there?
Nope. Or more so with a 24, he wants to look around the moon. Yes, this note right here saying that when he used his handheld, he did not know if it was a cloud or something else blocking the light from a star he expected to see. He knew the moon wasn't blocking it, but he could not understand why he couldn't see the star, and yet when he checked again on another night, the star was there.
You did find something.
Did he find something, or did he find nothing? He found nothing.
Well, there was a patch of darkness where it should not be. He calls it the anomaly. Yeah, here, the anomaly, and then you sift through the anomaly. The anomaly. I need a better telescope.
I see. Do you think perhaps we could find the anomaly with this telescope?
It looks like he wanted to look during the solstice.
You're a Lyrin. How do you get to the moon?
Why, on a song, of course! I'm sorry, this is not the time, is it?
Give me a knowledge religion.
See what's the most direct solution.
Knowledge bard.
Sure. It's a recall.
I've got
16 on
lore, Lirr, and religion.
Oh yeah, Lirr would be better, but
14 Lirr lore, 17 religion.
The moon is your goddess. The concept of going to your goddess is like afterlife.
Die?
Like, yeah, is that what you're asking?
You
know that she basks
creativity and give yourself to Leah and pass on in a natural way, or powerful magics can be used to go to her realm.
Ziva's trying to look through the telescope without sitting in the seat and ends up like, no, it's so blurry. I can't quite do it. She's like trying to contort over, and Grinthark's helping her.
This is kind of like that limerick I read in the fourth one.
No, man, that's pretty dangerous, man. We gotta.
So, Renee's gonna take a look at the seat.
Okay, well, it's metal.
There's a metal seat.
There's some etching in it. There's a slight hum now that you heard get louder.
Now, could he fabricate a seat that is at the same angle?
Made of wood.
Yeah, the seat is. You notice how it's part of the circle. Like as the thing moves around, the seat moves around with it. It's close to some of the levers. It does like articulate up and down. It would probably take you a while to craft this thing.
Can you do it
Like,
by the solstice?
Maybe the time between the celebration and the auction, you could probably craft something like that.
Think about just snapping that shit off and putting the 2x4 in.
Well, yeah. Or you could do something like that.
A bit of plywood, a couple 2x4s. Okay.
Or have Grinthark come back next.
Yeah,
level
tomorrow. Tomorrow, right? There's no reason to. Because I think we're going to go have our heroes feast and sleep in our, in our earned mansion.
Lock everything up for the evening and. Okay. Yeah, you guys pile back down. You've probably got an hour before dinner.
Okay, I learned about the armor rune. Potency rune.
Renee spends some time.
Nice.
The light or medium potency rune.
Oh, that part is so assy magoo.
Nibbles runs and grabs the seat, the main seat at the table, and
Yep.
and all of you pile down there. Mazathek comes. Mazathek, find a moderately quality wine. He serves some wine.
I think that a moderate quality wine kind of describes our day. We did pretty good. Nothing too extreme. No major heroic. Smash a couple of big bear. Fall down a hole on my ass.
You said something about monsters.
Hey, where is everybody?
Oh, lovely. That was really.
We're over here, Grizak. We're just sitting down to dinner.
Okay. Grizek's all sweaty. He's covered in, like, somehow he has grass stains in his beard. It looks like he was rolling around in grass. In fact, he's got a bit of turf that is kind of around him still, like a cloak.
He's making his new ghillie suit.
Yeah, I smell pretty good.
Zira is so happy that she's on this side of the table right now, you would not believe.
Yeah, excuse me. Hey, who are you?
Oh, I am Fabian, the untouchable. Don't. No, I'm full of disease. Do not touch me.
Well, that's not right.
He just clasps you on the back.
Oh, that's just how.
Oh, I ate already. I went diving for worms.
Worms.
Yep.
He's looking for him for signs of humor. It's like,
Got a belly full of them. They're still worming around in there.
oh, wow.
I know how to do the worm call. They just come wiggling up.
Oh, I see. Well, again, what call?
Here, hold on to this for
Renee's-
me, Goblin.
And he just tosses some a bunch of, like, crumpled dirt and, like, grass on you.
No, he called you. He called the elf the goblin.
Oh, right. Why would you do that? It's very rude.
Well, you're a goblin. You like dirt, don't you? I was gonna make a pillow out of that later.
I am half elven.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
You dwarven tit.
Renee is kind of just like he's. This is like poetic. This is poetics right here. All right.
Mazathek give you a bit of wine, but unfortunately there is no wine left for the goblin. Sorry, so sorry.
He waits for Mazathek.
Yeah, Mazathek sees that everyone's, like, munching on...
Nibbles starts dragging his chair out the room. Nibbles, be right back.
Oh, Mazathek,
Thwack! Chair on him.
Are you busting your chair on Mazathek?
Yes.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
I'm assuming non-proficient.
Yeah, it's a improvised weapon.
-2.
So...
Mazathek's AC is 15.
Okay. And he's going to re...
no, don't get Mazathek.
Oh, no!
You critical hit Mazathek.
Yes, I did.
Okay, the chair is like a club.
Okay.
D6.
Wait. Oh, wait. 12.
That should
Because
be
I
12
forgot to
damage.
add 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
He's got a, does he have a class level or is he just a goblin hit die?
Mazathek has 12 damage. He's bloodied. The chair didn't break like you expected. Blasting Mazathek back.
Oh, Mazathek, no, goblin, no.
What's happening out there?
Oh! Nibbles drop his chair.
Okay, Mazathek fell down. He's got his hands raised up.
You be nice to other goblins.
Bad
Only
nibbles.
goblin be nice to goblins, so goblin be nice to goblin.
Oh, Mazathek get beat. Mazathek, be nice to goblin. Nibbles.
Nah, good. Go get wine.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Mazathek's crawling away. Hey,
Just trying
to-
a sturdy oak chair didn't break.
Yep.
Good quality. Sell this for lots. He brings his chair
Bad
back.
nibbles. That's not acceptable.
I know. He not bring me wine, so I fix.
You just can't hit people with chairs, nibbles.
Yes, Nibbles can. Nibbles just proved that.
Oh, Mazathek head, it hurt.
We're gonna cast a heal spell on Mazathek.
Okay.
12 healing.
Oh, Mazathek does
Blessings
not
of you.
understand. No. Goblin, he eat like ogre.
He said he has giant in his blood. He's pot giant, pot goblin.
Oh, Mazathek, remember this lesson.
You shouldn't antagonize Nibbles,
Oh,
but Nibbles shouldn't hit you with a chair.
okay. Mazathek, serve Nibbles first. He your boss, yes? He do the beating.
No. You do not need to serve Nibbles first. He is not the boss, but he is a god. He needs to be served.
Oh, he lady, elf lady muscle, yes, Zira. Oh, Mazathek not upset you again. You, Mazathek, get back to kitchen. Make sure soup is extra nice.
I hate you so much, Nibbles.
He scurries up. He scurries off.
Mazathek,
You know
stupid.
how Fabian's looking at Nibbles and like eyeing Grizak like.
Give him a whacker whacker.
Mazathek never learn his lesson. No.
One more heal spell used. Just have a sigh in the fucking chambers.
Okay. Zero for a moment while it was quiet in the chamber as you're having a sigh. Thought you heard an ever so slight goat-like laughter. Kind of echoing from downstairs.
Yeah, we're coming for you next. Demons in the basement. Close the door with a big bang.
Yeah, Zira got up when he heard her sister. What are you yelling about?
Tomorrow we're killing the demons in the basement.
Okay. Did Nibbles actually hit Mazathek with the chair?
Oh, man, not cool, man, not cool. No, not good, man.
No, it's very cool. Mazathek learn. Nibbles good teacher.
Alright,
It's not
alright,
how.
what's going on? I'm gonna have to not use my camera
What's going on, man?
because I'm partially naked. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't be partially naked. Or fully
No.
naked. Let's be clear. No naked.
Just, driving. So, and what's going on?
We're trying, but you're doing the Mr. Roboto.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, my arm's showing. What's great?
All right, Ahmed. just the Ahmed chuckle.
No, I'm with you guys. Clear.
Are you sure?
Yeah?
He's with us. He's with us.
Here, motherfucker. I'm with you. What do you want me to do? You gotta tell me what's going on.
Grizak is now cured of the filth fever.
What the fuck? You're gonna find me a rat again.
And Nibbles assaulted someone. Like pure, just assaulted someone.
I think Nibbles is chaotic neutral. I think Nibbles would assault
Nibbles
someone.
is chaotic neutral. Yeah.
He just punched a
He's
guy in the
chaotic.
face if he doesn't like him.
Well, if he would have punched him in the face, it would have been nearly as bad as I critted him with a chair.
Mazathek, it takes him a while to come back in, but he does serve. He is serving bowls for soup, and Mazathek does put down a bowl in front of Nibbles. He then comes back with some like the pot of soup on a little kind of a wheeled serving table and serves the elven ladies first, and then the other elves, and then Nibbles, and then Grizak.
Okay.
He pulls out an extra bit of meat at the bottom of the soup thing and puts it in Nibbles' tray.
Oh, Mazathek, find extra pheasant meat.
Thank you. See, Nibbles, be nice.
Oh, Mazathek learn his lesson, yes, Mazathek.
Nibbles pats him on the head and sends him off.
He flinched for a moment and then just accepted the pat, and he accepts the new hierarchy.
There's a thing you know about messing with the cook. It does not normally end well for the people who mess with the cook, you know?
Why? I got meat.
Enjoy your special meat there, Nibble.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Nibbles destroys the pheasant breast that was given to him. Yeah, you guys have a nice a pheasant and herb soup, followed by mashed and creamed potatoes with mutton, bread, and a dark beer. There are bowls of peas and carrots, as well as what else would there be? Some sort of like mashed berry mixture that goes onto the meat. It's actually really good. The potatoes were tasty, in addition to very smooth. Following up the dinner, there was a strange, icy sorbet, followed by fresh strawberries and some melted chocolate.
Maybe being a wizard isn't so bad.
Oh, man,
Don't tell.
this is pretty good, man. This is pretty good. I don't know what you're talking about, but...
Don't tell Mazathek, but this really good.
The meal was lovely, Mazathek.
Oh, Mazathek try very hard, but he very simple goblin. He's everyone fool.
I think we're all very full, Mazathek.
Mazathek think Master's Tower is dangerous now. You should leave.
Why do you think it's dangerous now?
Mazathek
Where are we
worried.
having-
Mazathek worried about prisoners in basement. He hear one of them laughing.
Yes, the goat.
Oh, horrible goat man, yes. Don't know how long Circle Prison keep him there, with Master no longer here. Not safe. You should go.
We can't leave you here, Mazathek.
Oh, Mazathek have much cleaning to do.
If it's not safe for us, then it's not safe for you.
But where's Mazathek to go?
I think we will be staying the night.
Oh, no. Well, no. There's not enough room for all of you to stay here.
There's lots of couches. We'll make do.
There's also the servant quarter, the big one.
Oh, yes, Mazathek. Oh, yes, Mazathek. Have extra bunk as well. Okay. You stay here. Let me finish clearing the table and get out fresh linens and fresh chamber pots, yes.
Oh, why would you need to get the fresh chamber pot? I mean, you want to get a little bit of the good stuff there in the bottom. Build up a nice layer, just like the cook pot. You know,
No. Disgusting dwarf, no.
Alright, where are you guys gonna camp out?
I was thinking C6.
Okay.
C6.
The reason why I wasn't thinking C2 is because there's like no door to the underworld that there's no way to log in.
Mazathek goes back and forth cleaning up things. He does start to
Who will take a servant's chamber?
Grizak.
Yeah, I'm no servant, but I'll take the chambers. Okay.
You might want to put fresh linens in there afterwards.
Okay, Ziva grabs one of the divans right beside the fireplace. Fabian grabs the next one over.
Renee will make space on the floor, on the rug or whatever.
Okay.
No, Mazathek not have you sleep on floor. Come, we grab other divan, or you can grab cot.
There are 2 cots that he sleeps on. He's willing to drag them both for the servants, for you guys to sleep on. So he drags 2 cots into the room.
Okay.
Oh man, I'll sleep right here, man, right by the door, man. Cause when the danger comes in, they'll just get Grinthar, man. Cause fuck you, man.
Use the key to lock the door.
Yeah, man, I gotta do it, man. Oh, Mazathek, get ready for morning, and then Mazathek eat, and then Mazathek sleep for 4 hours before getting up.
You only sleep for 4 hours.
Yes.
Nibbles, is that normal? Do you sleep for 4 hours?
Yes, but Nibbles farmer and work very hard.
Alright.
6 if I'm lucky.
Goblins are weird.
Oh man, we're gonna lock the door now? Is he done? Do we get milk and cookies or something like that? Or just like, what do we get, man? I said we keep him.
As long as we don't beat him with a chair.
Oh man, that was pretty rude, man. He made him a nice little dinner, man.
I mean, seriously, Nibbles, in polite society,
Maybe
you use.
Maybe he no make nice dinner if I don't hit him with a chair.
He already made the dinner at that point.
Maybe it tasted better because I hit him with a chair.
No, that thing you do. Here's that thing about human folk or human company or elf company. The key towards a nice friendly reinforcement is a nice open hand smack, either with the back of the hand or the front of the hand. That way it does not misinterpret what the intent was.
Oh.
Man, should I go lock Nibbles back up, man? Like, go lock him back up, man? Or do you want to leave the doors unlocked, man? Like, what are we gonna do, man? I'm gonna lock this place back up, man. Because you could dinner, man.
Dining room's locked.
Are we locking all the doors?
That's the question. Well, because if we lock all the doors, if it's like the demons are in the other room, you can like
Who's
the number
got
of rounds
the
to
key?
get to him is really long.
Mazathek doesn't seem like he's camping out with you guys.
No, he's in his own room.
And Grizak's out there too, so.
So I think we're gonna lock their room.
Okay, so you walk. Zero walks with Grint. You notice that Mazathek is like, oh no. You walk into the kitchen.
Oh, is there something else you need?
It looked like Mazathek has got like this little pillow and this little ratty blanket, and he was just sleeping on the floor.
Renee.
As he dragged his
Yep.
his cots over.
We're gonna drag this divan
Okay.
into here.
All right.
Oh, no, this is for company, no. Not for Mazathek.
In the morning, we'll bring it back out.
Okay. He looks at it. She's not going to lay down it probably while you're watching him.
Okay.
Yeah. It's too clean.
Is there a lock on that door?
No.
Okay.
Hey, Lirr, you gonna tuck me in? You can send Ziva over. She can tuck me in. Kiss me goodnight.
you know, there's like clothing and boots and shit that are just all sort of discarded, leading her up to
like
the
a
bed.
trail going through
Yeah, he's sitting in bed all cozy. And it's just this hunk of like turf, like grass turf that he has with him. He's got it propped underneath the back of his head.
No, we're fine.
It's very verdant in here. Verdant. Yeah.
Close the door.
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. We're just gonna lock you in here, man. We'll see you in the morning.
All right. Let's
The bird's chirping happily.
close this door.
The front door?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sheriff has already gone home by this point.
Is there a way to lock this? How do we?
The main key that you got out of Hunclay's pocket
locked for this.
locks the door.
Okay, so we're gonna close this door and lock it.
All right. Are you putting the
So that
you putting the
demons
carpet
don't
back?
get out
Or?
and I'm wondering if we can put the carpet like right in front of this hole, right by the stairwell. Or put the carpet by our door. No, we'll put the carpet back.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, I don't know if it's gonna. You could jump in and try it out, man, and see if it's rude welcome. Should we tell Fabian not to use the carpet, man? Nibbles, man.
I think it's a good lesson for him to learn, about the magical thing.
Goblins, man. They're just slugging each other out, man. No wonder the race never got anywhere because they're all fighting each other.
It is a challenge to know when we're overreaching. Fabian,
Hmm?
there is a magical carpet. Don't step on it, or it will swallow you.
Yeah, it's right near the front door, man. It's a pretty far way down.
Oh, thank you.
Fabian, you got some mud in your hair.
Yes, I'm aware.
Oh, I'll help you with that. Ziva helps brush out Fabian's hair.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, Siva,
Mhm.
Grizak mentioned that he wanted you to help tuck him in.
Ew.
I'm. Yeah. Perhaps a song to help put us to sleep. Oh, unless we're setting watch. Are we doing that thing where we stay
Oh,
out?
no, most definitely, we're setting a watch in the creepy.
Okay, well,
Ziva's already pulled a little Afghan over top of herself and curled up at the far end of her divan and is like going to bed. She's missing the watch discussion.
Oh, there's a. Oh,
Fabian just starts playing music. Like, he gets a 25 on his roll. He's.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's pretty good, man.
It's a lullaby.
how do you have a +11 at this level?
Because I'm very charismatic. I have an expert. Flute. I'm an expert. Musician, and I have a feat.
Okay, because the feat is giving a +2.
Yep.
Okay, because I was trying to figure out because I've got all those things with the heal skill and I'm still at a 9, so I'm like,
Okay, so you play your pan flute, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Manliest of interests.
Ziva's going to sleep. Grinthark's just relaxing.
Yeah, man, I'll keep watch over here, man. Don't worry about it.
all right, yeah, Nibble.
Grinthark is actually pulling his divan up to next to the door, and he's just gonna lie back. If anyone like pushes on the door, they're pushing into his couch.
Yep. All right, so Nibbles, myself, and Grintark will take the watches.
Excellent.
Super blue, man. Super blue.
He's in his soft snoring coming from Grinthark.
favor.
Hmm? I'm trying to sleep. What?
Prism and the other birds.
We left them out there, didn't we?
I don't know if it's we.
You want to bring all the squawking birds in here?
You might want to bring Prism in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, who's gonna come out with me and defend me against demons?
Oh, I will.
Yeah, man, I'll come
Because
through,
he does not believe there'll be any demons. Let's be clear.
I got the key, man. Let's go get the little bird.
Renee rotates off of the cot and puts his feet on the ground.
Got it. Grinthark opens up all the doors. Yeah, there's like 5 exotic songbirds plus this really, really colorful rainbow lorikeet. I named this one Prism. He's the one that had the charm. And they seem to all be bedding down at this point in time, and she's able to open up the bird cage and pick Prism out. He flaps his wings a little bit and flies around the room. You spend about 10-15 minutes trying to catch him. Eventually she gets him.
I'm fascinated.
Oh, you fascinated? and then she goes up and grabs it and is kind of hugging onto it. Come on, little buddy.
Yeah, man, you're pretty good with your flute.
Says Grinthark. There's a hint of jealousy there. Ziva curls up with the bird. Grinthark closes everything back up.
Grinthark,
Yeah, man, what's going on, man?
could
What's
you
going on,
do
baby?
us a favor before bedding down?
Oh, man, I just watch out for the demons, man. What do you need?
Could you tell our aunt that we were staying here for the night?
Oh, man, that's not gonna, but I gotta go all the way outside, man. It's already dark.
I suppose it'll be alright for one day.
She probably knows it's going to take us longer than that. Plus, she sent us Fabian.
I feel ever that much safer with Fabian here.
No, man, it was the priesthood that sent Fabian. Man, she sent us, man. But anyways, pay attention.
I'd like to think it's fate that sent me.
Grinthark rolls his eyes. I like how dysfunctional, mildly dysfunctional the party is. So apparently you guys are not setting a watch?
There's a watch.
Okay.
Oh. So everybody went and turned themselves. Okay. The watch is I thought it was Grinthark, Nibbles, Renee.
Okay. Grinthark kind of is like watching while drifting off. Like his version of the watch is just pushing the chair
We're
against the
gonna kick
wall.
him out of his divan, and whoever's on watch. In that chair.
Yeah, exactly. He manages to get up after a while. You can hear him pacing around the room, playing with some of the toys that are in here, looking up at some of the paintings in the dark.
You hear giggling and going all the way from the moon.
Yeah, man, this is pretty funny, but can't read it. Hey, man, your turn. What are you? Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up.
Okay, Nibbles watch. Nibbles watch.
Here, take the key if you need it, man.
Alright, Nibbles have keys.
Little we know this was
Yeah,
Nibbles'
those
long
things.
con. He kills us all and takes our magic mark.
The long con for the for the goblin. Yeah, you see quite well in the dark room.
Yep.
What the fuck are you looking at me, man? That's kind of weird.
Everything fine. You go sleep in dark.
Hey Nibbles, what do you do on doing your watch?
He sits and watches the door. Watch boring.
It's very boring.
I see it, I watch. I see it, I watch. Shut up. No, sorry. Oh.
You thought you heard some laughter? You noticed some of your sleeping companions stir a little bit, but
Nibbles go look. Nibbles go look. Nibbles no want to go look, but Nibbles go look.
Mark want to go look.
Okay, so you use a little silver key to unlock this door. Zira, you actually heard the door opening? Like you snapped out of your sleep when...
Do elves sleep or reverie?
I don't know what they did with elves and
sleeping? You guys figure that out. I'm gonna grab a Pepsi.
because there is a feat, like an ancestry feat that talks about sleeping.
Oh, it's like a race power.
But I don't know if it's you sleep because you took the power or what. I'm going to say because this is part of the Martyverse that you do reverie. You sleep when you're sick, that sort of thing. It says, your mystic control and meditation allow you to resist external influences upon your consciousness. When you would be confused, frightened, or stupefied for at least 2 rounds, you reduce the duration by 1. You still require natural sleep, but you're immune to the effects that would cause you to fall asleep. And this protection only against the asleep condition, not against other forms of falling unconscious. So we'll say that elves do reverie, because I think it's cool. But that's a house rule kind of thing. It doesn't say anything about the amount of time you need to reverie, though. So I think you need 8 hours of reverie like everyone else. But you snapped awake, and you heard the laughter got a little bit louder as the door opened. I'm assuming you're closing doors behind you, or are you just leaving them open?
No, he's closing them behind him.
Okay. You saw that Zero was getting up.
You must go look. You rest.
My point it is, she grabs her holy symbol and...
Okay. Just the hallway of the weird little gargoyle faces that were not trapped. You've passed by them several times now. This is the hallway where Nibbles, you step on something.
Okay.
It's like a little pebble.
He looks up at the gargoyles.
Is it a pebble the size of a parakeet's skull?
Nope. You actually look underneath your foot. It's one of Mazathek's teeth.
Feel bad. Feel bad now. Engage emotions. Go.
Trophy.
All right, put on your character sheet. You have like one of Mazathek's teeth. It's your critical hit.
Every now and then I'll be like, you remember this? You remember this?
What'd you find?
this is why we play. I can't go with that shit. Okay, Zira's following you.
Yep. Well,
No.
if there, I think she has to find the Renee's light because it's dark.
It's you're feeling around in the dark.
So I'm feeling over to where Renee is supposed to be.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the Ioun stone that would be in a sack to make it not bright.
Unless she just
24
dismissed
hour.
the Ioun stone. Is it 24 hours?
I think it's 24 hours. It should be till tomorrow. Tomorrow, like when we went to the thing. Mm-hmm.
Liggett. 1 day. Okay. Yep.
Okay, so she's got the little sack. She'll take the sack out of the room.
All right. You're just kind of holding open the sack and it's spilling light everywhere.
Yep.
So by the time you did that, Nibbles has already opened up the door. You can hear the birds are awake. They're nervously kind of like chirping.
Okay. Is it coming from the...
It's coming from the staircase, and you get the feeling that it's coming from down.
It's still downstairs.
Does the parakeet cage hold. Sorry, English. Does the parakeet cage fit through the doorways?
No, it's this big monstrous thing where, but it's got enough room for the birds to fly around in. It's like a 7-foot diameter cage. It's not meant to be brought around.
Nibbles is gonna drop one of the couches down the stairs, just to make himself feel better.
Okay, so you drag one of the couches and you're stuffing it down. Even this doesn't go down the stairs very well because it's like an iron spiral staircase.
Yeah,
so you jam the thing in. You can see to the bottom of the stairs, and I will expose where that goes. There seems to be some chests and things at the bottom of the stairs.
Ooh.
And I'm going to expose off to the side. And
I saw this real far away.
Yeah, so that area leads down to here. And the sound of the laughing seems to be a little farther off, kind of like it's echoey.
Okay.
This place is cursed. You can't see Lirr's light.
Yeah, let's go back to bed. No, like that laughter. Laughter's supposed to be nice.
Hey, you avoid the strange circular geometric sound. Mazathek just in the other room. You don't know, but Mazathek's holding like his hands up to his ears, trying to sleep through the laughing.
That's the best sleep I ever had. I was serenaded in my dreams. One time I slept with a skunk. That was pretty good. Really prickly, those things.
Okay, I need the two of you to make a perception check.
Oh.
$11.
20.
Briefest of moments, you thought you saw a little shadow move in the fireplace. Maybe it was the movement of Zira and her light.
Goes and investigates a fireplace.
Okay.
He's gonna quietly move just behind these guys.
Okay. There was a slight breeze, a little bit of ash going around. You look at the fireplace. There is a grate that is visible off to the side where there might be a fireplace on the level below that sends its smoke up into it. At this point, you've climbed almost inside, or you're ducking inside, looking around. Yeah. There's a chimney that definitely goes up, and it connects with the fireplace that's in the master bedroom. But there's also a vent that leads down.
Oh, sneaky.
Okay, your dark vision. You've got dark vision, right?
Yeah, dark vision 60 feet.
Give me a second, I have to do a bit of a measurement. So we'll use Grizak.
Oh, I'm being grabbed.
You can hear the same goat-like laughter.
Okay, he's
Seems really far away though, but now that you're near the grate and listening,
he doesn't like that. No, he's gonna take the cushion. Can you take the cushion off the couch?
Yep.
He's gonna take the cushion off the couch and throw it on top of the grate. He doesn't want to hear the laughter anymore.
Okay, see, yeah, you guys didn't light a fire. It's in the middle of summer, so the room it does have a little bit of ventilation, but you seem to be covering up most of the ventilation. How's it going, Fox? The adventurers are camping out in Hunclay's manor after learning that there may be some demons in the basement. They have explored the upper floors and are trying to get a good night's sleep while something goat-like is laughing and perhaps spying on them. We've introduced a new character. I'll let Mark describe who that new character is. Marty just runs to the washroom real quick. Toot sweet.
Fabian Lirr is a half-elf
I shall
card
return.
with